Welcome to the new member orientation video for the GEU UAW Local 6950. In this video, we will give you a quick summary of the improvements we have won through our union at UConn, explain the importance of our union, and tell you how to sign up as a member of our union. Here's what will be reviewed in this video. Firstly, what is a labor union? Then we'll talk about why we started the GEU, discuss highlights of improvements won through our union, discuss the importance of membership in our union, talk about strengthening our voice beyond UConn, and then share contact information for where you can address questions about our union. So what is a labor union and what does a labor union do? A labor union is an organization that creates a collective voice and collective power for workers. This gives us a greater ability to advocate for good working conditions, fair treatment, and to overcome challenges in our working environments. The importance of a labor union is clear when we consider our work experience as part of a system. Your work situation is part of a large ecosystem of values, attitudes, beliefs, and power relations. So when we think that the challenges that we face within our work as GAs are the cause of an individual challenge, we have to realize that often that challenge is not coming from or coming solely from the individual or personal realm. Overcoming an individual challenge is not necessarily easy, but when something is within your realm of power, you have the ability to influence it and make changes. As we're dealing with systemic challenges, the scale becomes bigger than our ability to overcome them. However, when we stand alone, without the support of a union, these challenges often still look like individual problems or challenges. This has become more important than ever as we navigate the challenges associated with working in an academic environment during the pandemic, and with regard to oppressive and discriminatory structures based on race, gender, national origin, disability, and other social identities that pervade universities like UConn. Many of our members have faced and continue to face great challenges with caring for themselves and their families, managing emotional and financial stress, navigating rapidly changing university policies and federal laws, and deciding what is safest and smartest to do each day. If we think of these as individual problems because of our personal resources, level of stress, family dynamics, or academic abilities, we would just be chipping away at that part of the problem by ourselves instead of considering the larger picture. But when we stand together, as many instead of as individuals, we're able to see the larger picture, have support for addressing issues, and speak with a much louder voice to advocate for fairness and respect in our working conditions. That means that we can raise issues to the university administration, access more legal and policy solutions, and very importantly, experience solidarity with fellow graduate workers who are facing the same and similar challenges. This means that we can make calls for systemic change and justice instead of individual considerations and solutions. So when we have a labor union and collective bargaining, instead of standing in front of that insurmountable wall yourself, you're surrounded by others who are fighting for the same thing, using their power together, and developing and acquiring tools to be able to take down that wall. There are several ways that we create collective power to ensure fairness and respect for all GAs at UConn. Firstly, we have a strong collective bargaining agreement. Our most recent contract was approved in 2018. Our ability to win this contract and future contracts relies on having a large majority of dues-paying members. This shows that we are committed as a union and provides resources for the contract negotiation process. Secondly, we enforce the contract by standing up for members' rights, both within and outside of the formal grievance process. Our staff and dedicated volunteers ensure that members are educated about and have support in defending their rights as members of the GEU. We are always working to support and engage our members, making sure that we spend time on building walkthroughs, that we prioritize timely communication, and that we encourage a sense of involvement and engagement through our monthly meetings, social media, and regular communication with the whole membership. Finally, we advocate at the local and state level for the needs and interests of GAs, From local transportation to the state budget, we're actively advocating with elected officials, administrators, and decision makers to ensure that the interests of GEU members are heard. So, why did we start the GEU? Without the union, UConn could change our pay, benefits, and other policies unilaterally. As of the 2013 to 14 year, despite the enormous contribution that we made to teaching and research at UConn, our conditions were getting significantly worse. For example, wage increases were unpredictable and small. Workload was increasing, especially for TAs. Mandatory student fees were increasing at alarming rates with no fee waivers. We were paying more out of pocket for declining health insurance benefits, and parking costs were skyrocketing. Facing this wall of obstacles, graduate assistants decided to combine their power to tear it down. Now, in our second contract for GAs, we have significantly improved our standard of living through a variety of financial benefits within our contract. That includes wage increases, fee waivers, health insurance coverage with great coverage, low premiums, and no deductible, access to childcare reimbursement each semester, and access to better and more affordable parking. Not only have we secured meaningful and significant financial and material gains through our collective bargaining agreement, we have also expanded the workplace rights that GAs have as employees of the university. That includes having a fair grievance procedure that goes up to mutual party arbitration, protection for GAs who are involved in discipline and dismissal, appointment security with the contracts that we sign each year, and getting a description of duties document that tells GAs exactly what to expect in your work that semester. We've also been able to advocate for increased rights for international student workers. We have family and parental leave in our contract, as well as protections for those who go through discrimination and harassment complaints at the university. And we have 20 days of guaranteed time off per academic year. Since negotiating our first contract, we have successfully enforced those rights and benefits and pay that we won through collective bargaining. For example, we've helped GAs successfully address sexual harassment and discrimination. When UConn suddenly created a $700 per year visa compliance fee for international students in 2017, we negotiated a full waiver of that fee for all GAs because we argued that it was discriminatory under our contract. We've helped GAs get access to time off to visit their families when the university attempted to deny it. We've helped GAs address workload problems, either by reducing the assignment or getting them extra pay for the work that they'd done. And we responded to the COVID-19 crisis with increased member communication, moving all of our operations and organizing activity online, and advocating and holding the university accountable for both academic and employment-related matters that have a significant impact on GAs. In order for us to be able to do these kinds of things, it's important that we have a strong membership in our union. By signing up as a member, you help make our collective voice stronger as GAs at UConn. Nearly 65% of GAs are currently signed up as members of our union, and this enables us to continue to make major improvements. Wide participation also means that we focus on what matters to GAs: fee waivers, international student rights, better health insurance, more affordable parking. Only members can vote or otherwise participate in GEU activities like bargaining surveys, approving our bargaining agendas, and ratifying our contracts. In addition, individual members get access to lots of other benefits. Through unionplus.com or .org, you can get discounts on services such as lawyers or loans, phone plans, pet insurance. So that's a benefit too. So we'd like to ask you to become a member of the GEU. And it's important to let you know that membership dues include a one-time $10 initiation fee and a modest 1.095% of your gross income each pay period, and that comes right out of your paycheck. If you want to see a simple way to understand the value of our union, let's just look at the fee waivers alone, which affect all GAs. Last year, domestic students got $1,234 in fee waivers and refunds that didn't exist before we had a union. and that's equal to more than 5% of the average salary of a 20-hour GA. International students, who also have the visa compliance fee waived, got $1,934 in waivers and reimbursements, which is nearly 8% of the average 20-hour GA salary. Fees this year may vary for GAs because some fees have been reduced for online-only students, but all GAs will still benefit from fee waivers this year. In addition, most of our members save hundreds or thousands of dollars per year with half-priced Area 2 parking, excellent health insurance rates with no deductibles, and childcare reimbursements. Strong majority membership enables us to negotiate these kinds of improvements for GAs, so we strongly encourage everyone to sign up for our union. When you become a member of the GEU, there are many ways that you can choose to be involved. We need your help to make sure we can continue to enforce our rights and to broaden our voice beyond the university. You can help in many ways by participating in our monthly membership meetings, organizing with our staff and leaders, running for a leadership position yourself, participating in our standing committees such as the organizing committee. No matter what you'd like to do, we always have a place for you to help, participate, and make your voice heard. You'll also see a section at the bottom of our membership form about what we call VCAP, Voluntary Community Action Program. In addition to giving us a stronger voice to negotiate workplace improvements at UConn, our union and being part of the UAW nationally enables us to have a stronger voice beyond campus on issues that matter to us as academic workers. Because our dues don't go toward political campaigns, we ask for a small additional sum through VCAP, which allows us to have a broader political influence statewide and even federally. For example, in 2020, we worked with graduate student unions across the country and with the UAW to roll back a federal restriction on online learning for international GAs during a global pandemic. Being required to attend courses in person in order to stay in the country put international students and GAs in a position to choose between their safety and their visa status. We've also used our voice as a union to lobby in Hartford against budget cuts. We also lobby at the national level to maintain federal science funding and expand the rights of international student workers to work in the U.S. after graduation through programs like optional practical training. So we hope that you'll join us as a member of the GEU. The easiest way to become a member of the GEU and to have a voice in and support our union is to complete the membership form online now. You can access that at uconngradunion.org/become-a-member, which is also linked in the description of this video. Before we wrap up, we have a few important reminders that are relevant to being a new employee and starting the academic year in fall 2020. First, you should have received an email from Human Resources about enrolling in the Connecticut Partnership Plan, which is our health and dental insurance plan. You need to either enroll in the plan or waive your coverage within 31 days of the start of your employment, so we recommend that you do that as quickly as possible. Secondly, for those who are TAs, we want to remind you that the university's policy for instructors for this semester is that all instructors, including TAs, may teach online if they choose to. If you feel you have been deprived of this choice or right, please let us know as soon as possible so we can assist you. Additionally, if you have any concerns about health and safety measures within your workplace, whether that is regarding personal protective equipment, social distancing, or other protocols or procedures, please let us know. And for everyone, but especially those working remotely, we encourage you to keep track of your hours and workload to ensure that your work expectations accurately reflect your supplemental description of duties, and that you have received a supplemental description of duties from your supervisor. Again, if you have issues with any of these things, please let us know so we can help. So how can you contact us if you have questions? You can visit us at uconngradunion.org. You can always contact us at uconngradunion@gmail.com. And you can also follow us on Facebook or Twitter for up-to-date information.